enacted their site reputation abuse policy on 19th of November, and recently on 6th of December they have added some more FAQs to it, which explain some specific details around the policy. So here are these FAQs, and in these FAQs they are explaining really specific points about site reputation abuse, which site owners who are affected by the policy should know. And there are some things around like how to get that manual action lifted, what site owners who are affected can do about it, and even if you are doing the site reputation abuse right now and you are not affected by it, still you should be aware of these, because in future you might cross the line of these FAQs and might end up getting a site reputation abuse manual action. Just a second. All right, yep. Let's have a look what Google is saying in these FAQs. So the first one is, what is third-party content? Because in the site reputation abuse policy, Google clearly said and defined that this is a tactic where third-party content is published on a host site in an attempt to take advantage of the host's already established ranking signal. And then Google went on to define that we have reviewed situations where there might be varying degrees of first-party involvement, such as cooperation with white label services, licensing agreements, partial ownership agreements, and other complex business arrangements. And in this policy, like when Google defined it earlier on 19th of November, they were saying that site reputation abuse is a practice of publishing third-party pages on a site in an attempt to abuse search rankings by taking advantage of the host site's ranking signals. So the most common example is Forbes Advisor and their subfolder, which is Advisor subfolder. And what was happening in that case is that the Advisor folder was publishing a lot of affiliate related content, and that content was ranking in Google search results just because of it is hosted on Forbes.com, and otherwise that content might not rank. So this is what Google was saying, that third party was a key factor where the subdomain or the subdirectory on a site is being controlled or maintained, or the content over there is being published by not the domain itself but by someone else. And now Google has clearly defined like what do they mean by third party. And here Google is saying that third party content is content created by a separate entity than the host site. So here Google clearly saying that, okay, if your subfolder or subdomain is not run by you, that is third party. And they have given examples, like examples of separate entities includes users of that site, freelancers, white label services, content created by people not employed directly by the host site. And then they are linking to the other examples that they have given in the site reputation abuse policy. And here the key thing is that third party is anyone who is not you, essentially. Google is saying that, okay, users of your site. So if, for example, like forum pages or anything like that, like Quora, users are creating the content, they are creating the questions and answers itself. So those might be considered as third party as well, if and only if there is a particular behavior of the users which is leading to the manipulation of the search results, which is key factor. And then Google is saying freelancers, white label services, content created by people not employed directly by the host site. So this might be a concern for some site owners, because many of even my clients right now, they use freelancers, and they are not exactly employed by them, but they are hired on like case by case basis to write some pages. So I'm not sure how Google will be treating this, but in the next third one, they have clarified this, and which is a good thing, I think, because here they are clearly saying, does freelance content violate the site reputation abuse policy? And Google is clearly saying, no, it's fine if you are a publisher who is employing freelancers and they are writing on your site. But the key point is, it is only a violation if there is also an attempt to abuse search rankings by taking advantage of the host site's ranking signals. So this is a key point, that hiring freelancers is third-party content, but that content will get the manual action if there is a clear sign of abuse of search rankings. And I'll give you one example. So if I go to the third one, this one, here I wrote, one second. Okay, so here I gave this example which I posted on even my website as well. So what is happening is like this publisher, I would not name them, but you might know them, has sites slash person name subfolders, and where the person name is a freelancer. And I have noticed like over the last 4 5 years that sometimes that person name is only publishing one type of the content. Sometimes it's related to laptops, ebooks, or what they call the e-reader things, tablets or something like that. And if you look at the content, let's say Gagan on this site has published 10 pages, and all those 10 pages are linking to just one affiliate product, which means that the reputation of this site is being leveraged to rank um, for the keywords related to the product reviews of that specific product. So which means that I am a freelancer for that site, which is fine, which is third party and is fine with Google, but my specific behavior of what I am publishing on that site is leading to the manipulation of Google search results for certain keywords. And that is where the line of the site reputation abuse policy is. And Google is clearly defining that here. No, while freelance content is third party, which is what I said, freelance content is not a violation of the site reputation abuse policy. It is only a violation if there is also an attempt to abuse search ranking by taking advantage of the host site signals. And that is what is happening in the case of this particular site. Some person named freelancers are abusing the reputation of the host domain, this one, to to make their content rank better in search results which otherwise would not. So I explain more details about this one over here. You can go to this page on my site and check it out over there. Let's move on to the next one, which is, does the use of any third-party content violate the site reputation abuse policy? So here Google is saying that, okay, we define third-party content as freelancers, white label services, content written by people who are not essentially employed by you as a publisher. And here Google is clearly saying that no, having third-party content alone is not the violation of the site reputation abuse policy. It's only the violation if the content is being published in an attempt to abuse search rankings by taking advantage of the host site's ranking signals. Again, it's the same thing that you can do whatever you want. It's your site. You can publish whatever you want. You can hire freelancers. You can do white label services from third-party people, or you can do whatever you want with third-party content. But if the line of site reputation abuse is crossed when that content is leading to the manipulation of the search results in a certain way just because of your domain level signals. So that is a fine line that Google is drawing, that this is where the beyond which you get the manual action. I already explained this one. Does freelance content violate the site reputation abuse policy? No, of course no. Does affiliate content violate the site reputation abuse policy? Affiliate content, no, of course. Why does affiliate content violate any sort of like policy? But here Google is saying that, okay, you just need to mark those URLs properly, which is how you can attribute those affiliate links as rel sponsored or no follow them, or based upon like whatever that is. If it's a sponsored one, you just need to mark it sponsored. That's it. That's what Google is recommending. But at the end of the day, every site need to make money in some way, either it be ads or affiliate content, but you don't need to worry about it. If you are publishing a lot of affiliate content, that is not a violation of the site reputation abuse policy. Let's see the next one. What does it mean to abuse search rankings by taking advantage of the host site ranking signal? So here in the first four ones, Google started with explaining like what they are considering third party, and then they are saying that any violation of policy is not just third party content, it's the manipulation of the search results. Then they are saying that it's fine that you host, you have freelance as your writers, and then they are saying that, okay, affiliate content is fine too. And now they are exactly defining where the line of the site reputation abuse policy is. So here they are saying this is when third-party content is being placed on an established site to take advantage of that site's ranking signal. So this is where the line is. Third party is freelance, people who are not employed by you, that is fine. But the line is when they start publishing content which is leveraging your site signals, and that is leading to the manipulation of the search results. When the site has earned primarily from first-party content rather than placing the content on a separate site that like the same signals. So it's almost like, for example, if you have gagan.com/products, and I'm writing a lot of reviews on that particular subfolder, and if those reviews are ranking because of the reputation of gagan.com, and that is leading to the manipulation of search results, what if that same content, gagan.com/products, is placed on some random domain, let's say example.com? Will that content rank or not? If not, that means that the content which is hosted in slash product folder on gagan.com is ranking just because of the signals which are associated with gagan.com. So that is clear that I am taking advantage of my site's gagan.com's signals to rank my slash product content, which is kind of like leveraging the site ranking signals to rank a specific type of the content and manipulate Google search results. So this is where the fine line is. Let's go to the next one. If I no index the content, does that mean the manual action automatically get removed? So what Google is saying that if you got a manual action for site reputation abuse of a specific folder or a subdomain, what you need to do is you just need to no index all of that content. And after doing the no index, you still have to submit the request for the manual action removal in the search console, and also provide explanation to Google that whatever content you got the manual action for, you have already no index that one. This is like pretty much simple process to get the manual action lifted. Okay, next one is, if I move content that's received a manual action to a new location, will that resolve the site reputation abuse issue? This is a quite interesting one, and even I wrote like more detailed response to this in here. This one. So this was like the question that I even had like a couple of days back and posted on my Twitter, that what if a site like Forbes or CNN or any big publisher, they got manual action for their specific subfolder, and then they decided to move the sections of those the subfolder or the pages, some pages, to some other locations on the website. Or what if they decided to create a new domain and move all that pages to the new domain and set up redirects or something like that? Because no one will be sitting around losing millions of dollars because this highly affiliate content not ranking. They will try to, I would say, game the systems or circumvent whatever the site reputation abuse manual action is, and try to get their ranking back. But Google has clearly explained now, which is a good thing. And funny enough, like I posted this on 3rd December, and the clarification came on 6th December. So I feel like someone exactly read what I wrote on Twitter, what I asked as a question, and they were like, "Yeah, let's answer the question from Gagan, the OG Gagan, who has been yapping about site reputation abuse policy on Twitter recently a lot." Okay, so let's see what they are saying. Moving content to a subdirectory or subdomain within the same site's domain name. So if it's like folks got the penalty for their advisor subfolder, they move it to a different new subfolder or subdomain, penalty stays. And at the same time, Google is saying that if you are doing these practices, that may also lead to you getting another violating another spam policy, which is policy circumvention. And according to policy circumvention, this may lead to some serious consequences like getting your sites removed from top stories and discover. And Google search may take broad actions like removing your more sections of a site from search results. And circumvention includes but is not limited to. So here they are defining like what does it mean to circumvent this policy: using existing or creating new subdomains, subdirectories, or sites with the intention of continuing to violate our policy, using other methods intended to continue distributing content or engaging in a behavior that aims to violate our policies. Interesting. Content moving to another established site. So this is also the same one, like Forbes move their content to their CNN, or CNN moves their Forbes content to Forbes. Given that the content was got a manual action because of the site reputation, so this will stay the same. Like if you move it from A to B, and A and B both are well established site, that means that you're moving from A, you got the manual action there, you're moving it to B. B has already some really established domain level signals. That means that your intent to manipulate Google search results stays. Then you will get the manual action with B as well. But if you are moving content to a new domain, let's say A established domain, got the manual action, you took that content, moved to a new domain, totally new fresh domain with no established signals, no domain level signals, what will happen then? Google is saying that this is far less likely to be an issue if the new domain has no established reputation and you follow our spam policies. Clear? But for this particular case, there are some other things that Google is recommending. If I move policy violating content, can I redirect from old site to new sites? So this is where the example is. A is a established domain, go the manual action for site reputation abuse. A move the content to a completely new domain. What if you redirect those URLs from established domain to the new domain, just to game the system to believe that, okay, all the page rank or the value of these links will get transferred to the new sites, so that new sites start to rank in Google search results quickly. You should not be doing that, because that means that with redirects, you're essentially transferring the manual action for site reputation abuse from established domain A to the new domain as well, which is good. I think so. And the last one is, if I move policy violating content, can I link from old site to the new site? If you link from old site to the new site, make sure to use nofollow attribute for those links on the old site. This is like really common thing. So here in one, Google is saying that if A is an established domain and got manual action for site reputation abuse, you move your content to a new domain, don't set up the redirects because that will transfer the manual action too. And if you're not setting up the redirects, but you're linking from the A established domain somewhere to the new domain, then make sure to use nofollow attribute. So that's it for the FAQs video, whatever they call it on YouTube. And just to leave you, I have written an article on my website too, where I've provided like more details, explain things in and provided my thoughts as well about each specific thing. And in the conclusion, I've just said that if you're a site who is doing site reputation right now, just don't do it. And if you have not gotten, if you're doing it already and you have not gotten a manual action yet, I think that you will eventually end up getting a manual action. And I hope so, because search results have to be cleaned up. It has to be a level playing field where everyone is competing in a good way. We want you, any big publishers, to write about whatever you like, but that does not mean that you get the domain level boost and override any other publisher who is actually writing helpful content. And there are some things around site reputation abuse which I am looking forward to. These I have listed these in the article. You can just go to the website and check it out over there. I'll link it in the comments as well. Bye for now.